This is one of the cheapest Maserati Levantes. Man. Whew. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where we're here at Maserati Alfa Romeo Daytona Beach on a beautiful 80-degree sunny day, and there's a lot of pollen out here, so please excuse the mess on the car. But this is one of the cheapest Maserati Levantes that we have here on the lot, and it has a $4,000 package on it. So that's saying a few things, but with that said, there's not much past that. But I wanted to show this off to you guys because it actually looks pretty decent. You can already tell that since this is one of the cheapest on the lot, it is an entry-level model, but it has the GT Sport package on it, which gives it that beautiful look with the Grand Sport fascia, with the wheels, with the Grand Sport rear diffuser, all that good stuff. So I wanted to go over the spec for you guys, maybe take it out for a quick drive, and just really show you what this entry level is all about, and one of the cheapest Levantes that we have here, and probably one of the cheaper ones that we'll get because of the fact that the GT Sport package is a big chunk. And with that said, yeah, it's definitely worth it. Like I said, this is one of the cheapest Levantes. It's not for clickbait or anything. This literally has the GT Sport package on it, and then gloss red calipers, which is an option, and then the accessories, and that's it. All right, so that's really 3 options, but gloss red calipers and accessories don't really count to me when it comes to the car in the full. So really the GT Sport package is really what carries this entry-level Levante to the next level. So I wanted to show it off to you guys because yeah, this is one that you might want to check out if you're looking into getting into one of these Levantes, but don't want to spend an arm and a leg and don't want to go too much above $85,000. Yeah, that'll give you a hint to the price. Now for 2021, Maserati changed a couple of things. The front grille now has a more 3D effect with the inserts right here in the center. You'll be able to see them slightly, but with this blackout Nerissimo package, it's going to give this a full gloss stuff look. All right, so you'll see that the slats are right there in the middle. All right, gives it a more 3D aggressive sportier effect for 2021. That's one thing you'll notice. Also, the biggest thing you'll notice is when you go in the rear, the new Boomerang tail lamps, which we've done plenty of videos on, and I've even done a full video of what these look like illuminated at nighttime. So those look good as always, and they're a little different than normal. We'll talk about that in a second. But as far as your exterior goes, this is really all you're gonna see that's new for 2021. Now, specific to this spec, there's a couple things I wanna point out. Let's get to those. All right, so to show you guys, to prove to you guys that this is one of the cheapest Levantes we have, this is going to really be one thing that is going to make it the most obvious. All right, you guys have noticed that since 2018, when Maserati started changing their front tridents, they put all the technology in there and they made it a driver assistance package. Now, they've adjusted the price from $3,000 to $1,500 in the last couple of years. Well, this is one of the first Levantes I've seen in a very long time without that driver assistance package. And the way you can tell is it has the old Trident on it. All right, you guys are used to seeing the big fat Trident that has all that technology stuffed in. This is the old Trident that the Maserati Levante came out with in 2017 and that the Maserati Ghibli had in 2014. So the normal, very sharp, very aggressive Trident that, you know, you can stick your finger through, like, you know, unlike the big fat one that looked like a cartoon anime character that had all that level 2 autonomous driving in it. So since that doesn't have that package, you guys really can tell that we're really keeping this one pretty chill. So also, you'll notice the Bianco paint, all right, standard gloss white for Maserati. You also have the standard by Xenon headlamps, all right? So they're not the full matrix LED headlamps, but by Xenons. Now, the GT Sport package is going to give you the front fascia. It's going to give you the Grand Sport front fascia with the side blades there, all right, with the big grills, all right, functional intake, everything there, all right, the black bottom lip as well for the front fascia. That's all the Grand Sport package as well. Now, for the Nerissimo package, which is the blackout package, well, you got those dark slats on the grill, and you have the dark surrounds on the fog lamps as well. All right, so that blackout package is going to darken things up, but the Grand Sport package is going to give it sporty aggressiveness. And for the blackout package, you're going to get a couple of things on the side view here. One is these 21-inch Inteo wheels, all right, beautifully done in gloss black with the monochrome Trident center cap. All right, I did tell you that an option was to have those calipers done in red with the white script. and you have Brembo brakes as well, but they're not drilled rotors. Normally you'll get the drilled rotors on the S model. This is just a standard model, all right? You have the Pirelli P0 tires as usual, and this looks quite well together with those 21-inch wheels. Now you'll also notice for the black package, the black mirror caps and the black surrounds, all right? You also have the black roof rails as well, all right? So window moldings, roof rails, and mirror caps. Now you do also have the body color door handles as well. That is not done in chrome because the Grand Sport package will take care of that. So have the nice insignia right here, all right? And the black spoiler, gloss black spoiler going along here. And then in the rear, I said something was a little different about the tail lamps. Well, it's because the tail lamps are done in a tint because of the black package. So because of that Nerissimo package, these are a darker version of the new Boomerang tail lamps. You also have the darkened insignia here, all right? With Maserati, you have the darkened Levante insignia and the darkened Q4, which lets you know that this is an all-wheel drive with the black pack. Now, also the black pack will give you the rear done in black. Now, this is another thing that with the Grand Sport, you'll get this rear diffuser done in black as well. So either way, they'll both give you that. And you have the black exhaust tips because of the black package as well. Now this aggressive rear bumper is because of that Grand Sport package, all right? So all this mixed together makes for a mighty fine looking Levante, again, for an entry level. The GT Sport package is really a blessing. Now I say it's a blessing and a curse. You know, some will disagree, but I feel like it does take away from the Grand Sport. You know, once you see this driving on the road, you think right away it's a Grand Sport, but it's kind of got that poser GT Sport package. But, you know, for someone who doesn't want to pay Grand Sport money, this is a good way to go. I mean, even the GTS model looked like this as well, and the Trofeo model. The Trofeo is obviously going to distinguish itself a little bit more, especially for this year. Last year's Trofeo, it was pretty, I mean, it was hard to tell. You had a lot of carbon fiber around, but that was it. This year's Trofeo, they went all out to let you know that this is a new model and this is a new Trofeo. But with that said, the GT Sport package, again, makes this entry level just look that much more cooler. Underneath, you can tell that this is the entry level engine because of that silver V6 shield, as opposed to the blue one for the S and SQ4 and for the carbon fiber cover for the Trofeo models. Now, same engine you're used to, all right, since the 2017 Levante came out. So that's 345 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque out of this twin turbo 3-liter V6. Now that's going to take you from 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds, and that's going to give you a top speed of 156 miles per hour, paired with this ZF transmission for all-wheel drive. So with that said, 8-speed ZF really puts power to all these wheels, but again, like I made in the video where I was doing my constructive criticism on these entry-level Levantes and Ghiblis, they don't need this powertrain anymore. We need to at least do 400 horsepower coming standard from all Maserati models. Now, this thing is no slouch, all right, and it has the sound to back it up, all right. The driving experience is great for this, but with that said, I still wish I had a little bit more out of this thing as far as power goes, because I know what Maserati is capable of. Let's talk about that fuel. 18 combined city and highway, so it's going to be 16 city and 22 highway. Twin turbo V6 is going to suck down some premium fuel, especially if you're doing spirited driving. It is what it is, really. Now we're going to do the adaptive air suspension in real time, but let me tell you about our 4,600 pound big girl. She is 197 inches in length. She is 77.5 inches in width, and in height, 66.1 inches. So you guys know that she has an off-road mode, which is going to raise the suspension, and a sport mode, which is going to lower it, or you can just raise it and lower it on command. So let's demonstrate that now. Now, as far as cargo space goes, the Levante isn't the best, with about 20.5 cubic feet of space, but they do it very nicely. The way they package it, the way they make this very user-friendly, all right, it's just very productive. with how they set this up. 20.5 cubic feet of space, 60-40 split for the rear folding seats. Middle feed through, you have a cargo mat here for protection, part of that accessories pack we talked about. The Levante umbrella there, 12 volt there as well. Little strap there for extra stowage, all right? And then other than that, your basic lighting and hooks and everything like that all around. Now, underneath is where they really do a good job. Below the sunshade here that helps protect and helps hide everything for you guys. You also have, I think this is in upside down, by the way. You also have underneath here, which I've showed you guys this plenty of times before, but you lift up this compartment, use this red strap, and Maserati thought about you. All right, put a hook there so you can keep that all lifted up. Again, small but smart. All right, extra storage space for your tools. All right, the front plate kit bracket, so you can put a front plate on the front bumper of your car. Lift this up, super light, and then you have underneath your jack, your spare tire, your tools, all right, and your battery all stowed away as well. You also have your tire inflate kit right there in that corner. So again, they do this very smart. Even though they're small, they use what they got to get what they want, and I think that they did a good job here. Now, if you guys have never been inside a Maserati, you will see the pillar stays there, all right? You do have that pillarless design. You do have the hingeless design where you can open this up as far as you want it, close it as far as you want it without having to worry about any presets. You do have dual pane windows there as well for extra sound deadening. Now, this is a very standard model, so Nero on Nero with piano black wood trim. I mean, it is what it is, pretty chill, pretty standard. Now, you do have the new dials here for the seat adjustments for 2021. And this is for the Levante, Ghibli, and Quattroporte. They now have the aluminum surround with the black inserts. It's just a heck of a difference when it comes to stepping up the quality. Door paneling, pretty simple. Soft touches all throughout, all right, just black. All right, black piano wood, aluminum trim, aluminum around the seat memory. All right, then your speaker down there, and your window switches and locks. I mean, nothing else really to talk about here because not a lot of options on this, all right? Stepping inside, you will notice that there are no aluminum pedals as well. All right, so you don't got to really focus down there, and you don't have an aluminum side sill either. All right, same here. I mean, black on black. You have your leather wrap steering wheel, perforated leather. I mean, it looks so good with the sports steering wheel. So much better than the standard steering wheel, in my opinion. Yeah, tried it right in the middle there. All right, and yeah, that's about it. TFT screen set up new for 2021. All right, so the new graphics. All right, the new speedo, the aluminum trim, the new dials, everything there is new for 2021. I've gone through that as well. Make sure you guys check that out because this is it's such a step up for Maserati. So happy they did that. Also, the new 8.4 inch touchscreen. Now, the 8.4 inch size isn't new, but the touchscreen itself with the Maserati Intelligent Assistant System is, all right? So this whole thing is new. We've gone through this plenty of times before as well. Dedicated video on this. Step up above the rest. They did such an amazing job with the Android platform. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, that is new for 2021 as well. All right, now in the Ghibli, you can get the wireless charging as well, and you have the USB-C ports, so where you do not have that here in the Levante. But everything that you're used to, all right, so black piano wood trim, aluminum with that over the glove box, the soft black touches, all right, the standard seating, the embossed logo with the trident there. You have a nice size panoramic roof, lets in all that natural light. In the middle, you have a nice big piece of black piano wood. All right, HVAC vents under the screen. And then underneath here, your aux cable, USB 2.0, and your SD card with a little bit of extra storage here. Pull that back over. All right, 2-track system for this HP ZF. So you have the leather wrapped and aluminum trim for the gear select here. All right, drive, manual mode where you can downshift, upshift. All right, neutral, all right, and then reverse. And then once you go into reverse, you'll see that beautiful backup camera, high resolution, looks really good there. Press P for park, and then you're back in your standard parking. You have your traction off button there as well, off-road mode, ice, sport, and your suspension, all right, to help soften the dampers. Now, sport mode, turn it off, it's gonna close those valves, open those valves. Ice mode, it's gonna close those valves. It's gonna give you your best fuel economy, especially when you're in cruise control or on the highway. All right, we're gonna go back into sport though. And then off-road mode is obviously gonna raise that suspension for you guys. Browse and enter for mute. Browse and enter and mute for your 8.4 inch touchscreen there. So you will go back and forth with using this dial. You will use this for the radio volume as well. And you will press this down to turn it off your hazard button there as well, and then your adjustable suspension where you can raise it and lower it there. Now you also have right here your split armrest, 2 cup holders that is going to give you some AC once you flick this to the right. All right, so there's a little trigger there, you can flick to the right. It will pump AC in here and keep your drinks cold. Pretty nice, right? 180 watt volt there as well. And then on the steering wheel behind it, you have your radio controls for volume up and volume down and to change the station. You have your hands-free controls here on the actual steering wheel there, your menu controls for your TFT screen, and your cruise control with your hill descent as well. On the side, your lighting controls. All right, this is what we use to turn on the fog lamps. So again, to show you guys, I turn on the lights and then I press this in for the fog lamps for up front. All right, and then your start stop button right there. Hub up top includes your trunk release, your parking sensors, dome light, reading lights, SOS, and it also has your garage home link with your sunroof controls or panoramic roof controls as well to control the sunshade and the actual glass. Let's not forget the Alcantara headliner and pillars all throughout the car. Something I always skip over for some reason, and the Maserati clock. You guys have seen those there for years. I mean, years. The Maserati clock sitting there looking good as well. We hop in the rear just like in the front. You're gonna have soft closed doors, so let me demonstrate that for you. As you can see, it put it right back in. All right, and then you're gonna have the same standard door paneling as before. Soft touches all around. Black piano wood trim, aluminum trim. All right, and your locking and window controls there with a speaker. That's pretty much it. Same standard seating. All right, side sill trim there. Standard seating, black stitching. All right, the embossed logo right there in the headrest as well. And then you step inside, you got plenty of room. On your backrest for the seating here, you do have your net there, cargo net. Right here, you have your HVAC vents. All right, and you also have your charging here as well. All right, no USB-C though. And then if you look inside here, you got plenty of space throughout. Can sit definitely 3 back here comfortably with your cup holders there and your center feed through there as well. And that's about it for the rear for this Levante. Now we already know what these pipes sound like. That doesn't take away from the fact that we want to hear these anytime we get the chance to. We don't have any fuel today, guys, so I'm just gonna do a couple of pulls and call it a day. Give you a little bit of a soundtrack. We've already done a detailed ride along in this before, but I really gotta give you that exhaust feel, so let's do so in sport manual mode. Here we go. If I was Bart Simpson, I would say, "Hi, caramba." That never gets old. Using the gear select. Using the gear select, no paddles, is still just as fun as using the paddle shifters. Still get the same sound, so there's no bias there. Downshifted, we'll do one more pull for you guys again, just to give you that soundtrack. Entry-level Maseratis are still fun Maseratis, that's for sure. Mexico sure is pretty scenic for this time of year. Love driving in Mexico. Alright, so taking a spin around this Levante, you'll see those bi-xenon headlamps. You'll see the daytime running lights with the LEDs right there, and you'll see the amber turn signal as well. Alright, fog lights, we should probably turn the fog lights on. So I didn't even think about that. So let's just do this in real time while you look at the mirror cap turn signal as well. All right, fog lamps, to turn those on, the lighting's on, and then you push this in. Once you push that button in, now we will have the fog lamps as well. So let's take another step back. Now you see the fog lamps lifted up. All right, and you'll see how they look illuminated with the bi-xenons. Now they look a lot better when you have the full matrix LED lights. That's my opinion, but that's the illumination of those. We saw that mirror cap. And then the darkened boomerang tail lamps for 2021. Again, if you guys want to see what these look like lit up at night with the reverse lights, with the turn signals, everything, make sure you check out that video as well. But yeah, it looks good. I love the darkened flavor to it, the tint to it with the black package. Just gives it an even more sinister look. Now, if I were to look over the sticker here, I want to show you guys what this price is going to be, because I said this was our cheapest Levante on the lot. Well, the MSRP is $77,890. That's where it starts for the Levante for 2021. Now, I told you guys about that big $4,000 package, which is the GT Sport Nerissimo pack. Well, after that, and the two small options I mentioned. All right, guys, so what did you think about this entry-level Levante with the GT Sport package, which is really its only big option? And with that, really, after hearing it, after seeing it, after knowing the pricing breakdown, and after knowing what this thing is about, is it worth it for you guys? I think for it being the cheapest Levante, it's not doing bad. It actually looks pretty great. And obviously we already know it sounds great. So with that said, what do you guys think down below? Is it worth the $84,000 price tag? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving it a thumbs up will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we'll have a bigger discussion on this entry-level Maserati Levante for 2021. Now, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down below. We have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, and my Venmo, just in case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel. Now, you can also check out the Ron's Rides merch in case you guys want to get some t-shirts, stickers, hoodies, everything Ron's Rides, or I'm on Patreon, be a monthly subscriber. Now, also check me out on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, see everything I'm posting, Ferrari, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo that doesn't always make it here to the channel. And make sure you guys subscribe, but click that notification bell so you don't miss one Ron's Rides video. With that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rides video. Peace.